Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tony winner.
Yes, thank you.
Did you see that in your future?
No, I didn't. It's very exciting, very humbling. I never expected that.
So when you meet people, around in your life and they say, what do you do for a living? What do you tell people?
Well, basically, I tell them that if you walk through the theater district between, I would say, 41st Street to 54th Street, between 8th Avenue and 6th Avenue, anything you see in the front of a theater is usually something I've collaborated on. So
yeah, because you do the front of house and you build all sorts of beautiful things specific for shows.
Yes.
And so when people walk through that part of Manhattan, it's almost like your
portfolio.
It's your portfolio. So I was going to say, like, they're walking around seeing your work. Isn't that crazy? When you walk around the streets, do you sit there and think like, I made that, I made that, I made that?
What's exciting to me is seeing the reaction of the people as they walk underneath it. Young people and old people. I mean, they stand and they stare at it. And in some cases, I've tried to make things that are interactive so that they, like the genie's lamp that I did for Aladdin, where it turns and a puff of smoke comes out and kids go. So that's the excitement that I get, the joy of seeing how people react.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really what I enjoy. And I also love what our community reacts. When possibly you or someone else walks by and you say, well, that's really cool.
I'm sure now in the social media world too, everyone's sharing visuals of your work even more so, right?
Yeah. Well, I just finished working on Rocky Horror Show, which I was really proud of, and Sam. I can see he was very excited about it because I saw it on Instagram and things like that. So that's something that's the rewarding thing, and then getting this amazing award is just amazing. I'm still so humbled by it because we have. Such a great community, and you've been part of it for a long time, and I have as well. And there's nothing like it. You can't find any other community like this in the world.
It's fascinating. There's so many people working on the show happening on stage.
Yes.
But then there's the show that happens in the house and the show in the front of the house, right? And do you really feel like you're a part of that whole experience?
Well, what I did is, I always I would go to see a show. I loved everything about the show, but when I got to the theater, it didn't have the excitement of what's inside. So I wanted to bring that excitement to the outside. And working and collaborating with the ad agencies, the directors. I mean, a good example is I worked with Bradley Cooper and Nick Scandalius, who I love, and Jimmy Niederlander on The Elephant Man.
Yeah.
And we wanted, the vision that came out of the ad agency was they wanted to look like a circus. So we came up with these great ideas, and they loved it. The artwork was beautiful that they gave me. So then I take that and I mold it and make it become what it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
And people like Bob Wankel allowed us to put banners on the building, which no one wanted to do that, but Bob accepted that, and we've done it for numerous other shows. But I've changed that landscape. I've made it so that we're doing things that are not normal.
Yeah.
The community loves that stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what I think is wonderful about what I'm doing,
I love it.
Yeah.
People don't know your face, but they know your work.
Exactly.
And that's what's so great about these special Tony Awards.
Well, Joel Grey always used to say I'm the unseen person behind all this,
Yeah.
So he's very proud of me, Joel. So.
I love it. I'm glad you're seen.
Yes,
I like
exactly.
throwing a spotlight on you.
Thank
Congratulations.
You so
good
Thanks,
to see
Paul.
you.